Peace of our blessed Lord be with you, dearly beloved. We thank God for this opportunity granted us to be meditating today the 47th chapter of the book of Genesis. I want to caption the summary of this chapter as transfer of blessings. Transfer of blessings. Joseph transfers his blessings to his brothers and to Egypt. Jacob transfers his blessing to Pharaoh, who is head of Egypt, and as such the whole of Egypt. You remember when we read chapter 46 yesterday, Joseph had told his brothers that when you are presented before Pharaoh and he asks you of your occupation, you are to say, ever since our boyhood, that is our youthful ages, your servants have looked after livestock, we and our fathers before you. And indeed, today when he presented 5 of his brothers to Pharaoh in chapter 47, that is Genesis 47 today, they went to Pharaoh. He said, chapter 47 verse 4, we have come to stay in this country. We your servants are shepherds. It tells you Joseph knew the mind of Pharaoh. It is a special gift God had bestowed on him. They are given Goshen, and that is where they settled. In the summary of 46, we told you, or we explained why it was Goshen. It was a fertile place. 2, they wanted to be distant from the Egyptians because their practices were different from theirs. And already God had in mind the departure and exit for his people, even as they were entering. So the blessings of Joseph falls on his brothers. They are settled in Goshen. Pharaoh grants them the opportunity and they settle in Goshen with no problems now. That is the blessing. Look at how they present themselves as the servants of Pharaoh. However, when his father Jacob comes before Pharaoh, it is Pharaoh who will receive favors, blessings. So it's like his brothers seeking the favor of Pharaoh concerning their new settlement, and the Pharaoh in turn seeking the favor of Jacob, because on 2 occasions in chapter 47 we are told Jacob will bless Pharaoh. Pharaoh is the head of Egypt. If Jacob is blessing Pharaoh, then he is blessing the whole of Egypt. The transfer of blessings. Towards the last chapter, we come to realize the economic prowess of Joseph. When the famine had lasted, we see how the people will bring money for grain. Then later, livestock for grain. They will mortgage livestock for grain. And in the end, when the famine has still lasted, they will mortgage themselves also for grain. They wanted to be servants. They will bring their lands. They will mortgage them for grain. In this way, Joseph will pull everything together and offer them to Pharaoh. In Egypt, 1/5 of all that they planted went to Pharaoh. And the sacred author tells us that that practice had been maintained till now. That is the time he was writing. The blessings of Joseph is transferred to his brothers. They settle peacefully in Goshen. The blessings of Jacob is transferred on to Pharaoh. I pray that whatever blessings the Lord has set upon us, whatever blessings are ahead of us, those related to us, Those who have genuine intentions, pure opinions, pious opinions concerning us may come to merit these blessings. May our proposals bring peace, progress to those whom we work with, as the plans, projections of Joseph favored Pharaoh and entire Egypt. The peace of our blessed Lord continue to remain in your hearts. Amen.